All right, so since tomorrow is my last day on Daytime Columbus, our longtime guest, Cory Sickles, president of Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors, wants to change things up a bit and ask me the questions. Okay, so for years, Cory, you share with us great tips. You tell us all the things we should know, and I take it in, but let's see how much I really retained. Okay, so you are going to start it off by talking about leaving a job, which I will be doing obviously very soon. There are a lot of things apparently that I'm going to have to remember about this, so go for it.
Yeah, you know, it's a little different. You know, I'm asking the questions, not on the hot seat.
Yep.
But the first question is when you leave a job, what do you not want to leave behind?
Okay, this I know.
Yes.
This I know because I checked the balance. 401k, right?
That is correct. You know, you definitely want to be able to take control of it, possibly roll that into your own IRA. So I definitely don't want to cash it out.
Okay.
Right?
Then you get
taxes,
penalties.
penalties, all that type of stuff. So yes, you want to make sure that you do roll that over.
All right.
Okay, when you start your new job, what's one of the first things you will want to be sure to do?
Was that roll over or go into their 401k?
Yeah, you want to sign up for their 401k.
Okay, so after you take care of your old one, you're then going into the new one.
So you want to make sure that you sign up. You know, some of them have different time frames, some immediately, some might be, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, but you definitely want to be able to do that.
Okay.
Number 2, true or false? This is hopefully an easy one for you. When setting up your 401k, do you want to be sure to take advantage of any employer match?
Oh, true. That's free money. You've taught me that for years.
That's correct. That is free money.
Don't leave it on the table.
You don't want to leave it on the table. That's just like part of your salary.
Okay.
So you don't want to be able to give that up. You know, one of the first things that you're going to do when you start with your employer is you have to fill out a W-4 form. So why does filling out that really matter?
Well,
Cory, you want to fill it out correctly.
I already filled it out, so I know this, because that's the amount of taxes that are being withheld. And right, you have to be very aware of that because you don't want too much, you don't want too little, then you're going to have to pay. You got to know what you're doing.
Exactly right.
Okay.
And the other part of it, I don't think a lot of people realize this, is that as you have life events, you also might want to go back and talk to your employer or HR department to change it.
Okay.
You know, whether you get married, maybe you lose a spouse, that's something that you want to be able to do as well. You know, another one, when you start a new job, we talk about health insurance, right? So your health insurance coverage is probably going to change. So one size does not fit all. What really should you consider?
Well, all of this. Cory, I know this. I'm adulting in a big way because I have looked into this. I need to make sure all of my doctors are accepted under the new insurance. And I have had to look into, like a high deductible plan, what that means, a PPO, what that means, right? If you have options and what you're going to do, you got to weigh it all out.
That's exactly right. And you also want to maybe look at some of the other benefits they might have. They might offer some type of life insurance, disability insurance. They might have an HSA or an FSA, and you want to be able to take advantage of that as well.
Perfect.
Last question. True or false, if your new job comes with a pay raise, this is a great time to go on a spending spree.
Well, I have already told my husband that answer is yes, but no, it is not. I know better than that. And I will say one of the things you've always said to me too, when you get raises, put more into your retirement.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I need
you should
to
be able
do
to try, hopefully save more. You know, if you get a higher percentage, if you get a 3% increase, hopefully you're putting 3% more into your retirement savings.
All right, what's my goal, Cory? If 15%, is that still the standard as far as you're talking about retirement?
I think the best thing to do is to save up to 15%. I think you'll be in a better situation, when that time comes and when you're in your 60s to have the retirement that you truly want to have.
And can I ask you one more question?
Yes.
This is like a personal thing. Like I'm just sitting here acting like this is a consultation. So when you say to roll over your 401k, Roth or traditional? Do you want to do?
Well, great question. However, what you want to do first of all is roll that over to your own IRA.
Okay.
As a traditional, if it's in a 401k, and then you can talk with an advisor to see if it makes sense to possibly convert that over to a Roth. But you cannot convert that if you're in a 401k. That's why it's important to be able to have control, invest it the way that you want to in your own personal IRA.
Okay, so all this great advice that you're giving me here for free, you have consultations with people every day and go over, their portfolio and give them even a second opinion, because this truly is, it's a life event, right? And it takes a lot to consider all of these financial aspects of it. So for folks out there who don't have a financial advisor who maybe you're switching jobs and you're thinking, yeah, this seems overwhelming to me, I know your team, always there for that.
Yep, you can always schedule a complimentary meeting with us. There's no financial obligation. All you have to do is give us a call at 614-760-0670 or visit our website at safeharboroh.com. You know, we're here to truly help you to have the best retirement that you possibly can. As we kind of end today's show, 11 years, it's probably over 200 episodes we probably have done together, and I wish you the best of luck as well.
Thank you, Cory. And I will say, it's funny because, you know, you've been with me consistently over the entire 11 years, and it's like, you know, you're my friend. You're not just, you know, someone I sit here and interview. So I'm going to miss everybody so much. I've loved it. I will take all the financial advice and the friendship with me forever. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Robyn.